Captain Titus. The Orcs have massacred the Forge World's forces. And they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
Clever of the damned Orcs. Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machines.
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Pilot, report!
Starboard engine is dead, Sergeant. We're losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety. Find another way down.
Aye, Captain. Thunderhawk Lancer 12 returning to launch bay.
This is your plan.
We need to get to the surface to take out the gun battery. Or do you want to go home already, Sergeant?
Not before having a word or two with the Orcs.
Is that wise, Captain? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Try to keep up.
This delightful fella is going to be a big old thorn in our side throughout this journey.
You're gonna die!
The first act, the first part of this wondrous game, I'll probably be taking a back seat on and just letting the gameplay flow, and then I'll probably kickstart back into the old dialogue on part 2. But Act 1, I just want to quickly summarize. It's the tutorial act, of course, so there's going to be a lot of introductory to the characters, and kind of just running you through quickly with some nice segments, stopping. It's about nice views like this, and I'll go into some fighting. Nice views. That's basically actually a good summarization of the entire game. It'll be views and vistas, and then wave after wave, and then a nice little break, and then wave after wave. Now, it does kind of slog down, I would say, in the second part, and then halfway through the third part. And then it picks back up at the end of the third part. Boom. Fourth and fifth parts are wondrous. And speaking of unlocks, this is our first of many, the Bolter.
The humans all alone!
Captain!
Destroy them!
Codex Astartes warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Your days as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I look to its rules for guidance.
We all do. But there are also benefits to thinking for yourself, the elders.
We'll make for the defense cannon, Captain.
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communications. They survived under the shadow of that gun. I want to know how. Saved yourselves. We thought you dead.
We would be, my lord, if not for the lieutenant.
Where will we find this lieutenant?
At the front lines. Follow the trench network to the lieutenant's command bunker.
Carry on, guardsmen. We rendezvous with Sedonis, then we find this lieutenant. We need updated intel on the gun battery.
Through here, my lords. Head out the upper level and continue through the plaza. The bunker is beyond that.
Remarkable. A few hundred against 1,000,000 orcs. And they fight on.
Only in death.
No. Get off! My legs. I can't feel my legs.
I go to see a Space Marine before the end.
Captain, I'm in position at a broken monument near the guard lines.
Sergeant, I see you found something to keep you busy.
Worry not, Captain. I've saved some orcs for you. The orcs have got that gun well defended, no mistake. But typical orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it. Their leader is no fool.
This day is getting interesting.
I'm may have encountered the Orc during our jump to the surface.
That was the Orc ship I saw crash near here, I take it. Did he survive?
If the Horde hasn't turned on itself, it's still under his control.
Target that squig!
Look out, dropship!
Dropship incoming!
The Space Marine.
Space Marines, thank you. We thought we were done for. Where is your commander, Guardsman?
Inside, but the door is sealed.
I believe they will let us through. Imperial Guard, we are Ultramarines. Open this door.
Space Marines.
Word from the second wrecking. Another horde of the Greenskins are headed here from the south. Direction stuck in North's throats and nuts.
Reinforce their position, hold the line, and stay alive.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Thank the Emperor. Second Lieutenant Mira, 203rd Cadian Regiment.
Captain Titus, of the Ultramarines.
You are in command.
I'm all that's left, my lord. Unless my commanders rise from the grave. So far, they seem content to stay put.
Lieutenant, the scouts have returned to forward base.
How many?
2.
Damn. I sent out 10. That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make an assault. And as you might have seen, it's shooting down all our support vessels.
That is why we are here. Leave the gun to us.
Come with me, then. I should warn you, my lords. We've got a slight orc problem down here.
Genetic scan complete. Adeptus Astartes. Access authorized.
What do you know of the Titans on this planet?
Only that our troops were sent to guard the Titan Invictus at Manufactorum Ajakis. That was 2 weeks ago, and we've lost contact with them.
We need to reach that Titan.
Your fastest route is across the rail bridge behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gates of the Manufactorum.
Get me that field manual. Stuck on bloody Forge World and not a single tech.
The Orcs hold the trenches beyond the ruins and the battlements beyond that.
And the gun battle.
The Orcs took it almost as soon as we got here, nearly 2 weeks ago. Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control. Now none of our ships can get past the gun.
Weapons authorization confirmed. Access granted.
That's where the Orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain. Good luck.
Once we get through these battlements, we will use the breach caused by the rock to enter the gun fortress.
Look at these cables.
They must be powering Orc contraptions across the battlefield. Captain, assault support pods were dropped in this area. Take to the high ground, Captain. We will deal with the Orcs. Here is the rock at last.
No room for that jump back, Captain. That rock delivered the Orcs right into the gun fortress. Space Marines. This will take days.
Those guardsmen cannot survive that long. We find a way to destroy the gun.
Space Marines to kill!
Space Marine ready. Access to experimental vengeance launcher granted.
A vengeance launcher.
That sounds promising. An armory. Sure to be something useful.
Lockdown in effect.
Look here, Captain. Melter charges.
Put those in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
We could put the charge on one of the gun's shells.
Leandros, you do the chapter proud.
Releasing safeguard.
Space Marines, kill 'em!
Shell storage is below.
Access restricted to upper decks.
There. I will place the charge on that shell. Now to move the shell into place.
All loaded. With luck, the orcs will feed it right into the gun's chamber.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sidonis. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
Aye. Now back to the lift.
Authorization at Starfleet Ultra. The Emperor be with you. Space Marine. Artillery shell moving into position.
Space Marines!
Gun firing. Gun firing in 3, 2,
There's our shell.
1.
The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
We put it back. Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
Gun firing in 3, 2, 1.
Incoming fire.
Reloading.
Incoming. Enemy sighted.
Agreed. Find an exit.
Alarm. Severe structural damage.
Captain Titus, you are a man of your word, my lord. Thank you.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
We're gathering our wounded and are heading to the Andres habitation block to establish an outpost. With the cannon down, our support craft will land there.
Very well. My battle brothers and I must secure any operational Warlord-class Titans before the Orcs can loot them.
Good luck.
Now to stop this ram. Time to impact.
No more than 6 minutes.
Time enough.
Can stand against. Space Marines!
Act 2 is an overall fetch quest, with an orc invasion on the Manufactorum, beginning with an encounter with an Inquisitor via terminal. Dropping a cargo freight on this invasion puts an end to pretty much everything, so we're able to step inside. The trek we go on for this dude is spectacular, with some pretty decent views. Meeting this Inquisitor in the flesh, he tells us his plan to stop the invasion.
Device is a fuel source, not a weapon.
It is a complex device and an unstable one.
Getting our hands on it before the orcs is a must. And speaking of orcs, here's this guy again.
Space Marine! You trying to steal my my Titans! Steal my loot! I'll rip your guts right out your throat!
Fighting off a few waves of enemies and encountering the shaman enemy type, we make our way down into the interior core of the Manufacturum alone for yet another encounter with Constable Cocksleaf.
The war boss.
Space Marine!
The whole room is coming down!
Grabbing the device and withstanding the blast of the warp raises many concerns amongst the group, but Titus shrugs it off, heading back from sub-level 109 to regroup. Fighting wave after wave in tunnel after tunnel, we finally are back to ground level. We pick up the new las cannon weapon and get some target practice before making our way over to the Inquisitor.
Inquisitor Drogon, we need to get you off planet before we're overrun by orcs.
You were exposed to the unshielded power source. In the generator room, I saw it. You held raw energy from the warp. How are you still alive?
The power source conducts warp energies.
The stuff of chaos. Heresy.
My work against the Xenos has the Imperium's blessing.
Can your blessed work help us against the orcs?
My research is of the utmost secrecy. The Imperium forbids its use without sanction.
Consider that your Imperial sanction.
Very well. The power source fuels an experimental weapon at my research facility. The Psychic Scourge. It could destroy the orcs.
You didn't think to bring up this scourge weapon before.
The Psychic Scourge has never been test-fired, Sergeant. If it malfunctions, it could crack this planet in half.
We're out of options. We fire the weapon and take our chances.
Welcome to evacuation.
We pick up another jetpack to throw down justice, paving a way towards our best pal Mira, and use a Valkyrie at her disposal to get to the Inquisitor's lab.
Orcs inside the perimeter. Move to secondary defense positions and hold the line.
Welcome to Bastion Primus, Captain. Sergeant Sidonus briefed me about the Inquisitor and his doomsday weapon. He said you require air transport to the Calcis facility.
Your Valkyries are the fastest way to reach it, and we have no time to spare.
Your men are already on board their Valkyrie, and the squadron's ready for liftoff. We'll get you to Calcis with all speed. It's time the Imperial Guard brought the fight to the orcs.
Pilots, this is Lieutenant Mira aboard Valkyrie 1. Look sharp, Orc flyers inbound.
Captain Titus, I need a gunner to man the heavy bolter.
Act 3 kicks off with an enjoyable flight in the Valkyrie. where we are dropped off into a nice mountainside detour to begin the infiltration of the Inquisitor's facility via the sluiceways. The security turrets in the labs make little deterrence for the likes of us as we storm through. The Inquisitor tells us we need to head to the firing chamber and repair the machine. Also preparing the firing sequence.
Primary containment fixture disengaging. Firing sequence in progress. Firing now. Alarm.
Look at the spire.
I've been looking for you, Space Marine. You got something of mine.
Why didn't it work?
Damn that Drogon! Never trust the Inquisition!
Stand fast, Ultramarines. We can handle a few orcs. Space Marine! Was that supposed to hurt?
Chaos demons! How is this possible?
You got new friends now, Space Marine! Inquisitor! Get back! How heroic. Drogon!
I have served you well, Lord Nemeron.
Traitor. I see. My servant did all that I hoped and more. But he would never have succeeded without you, Captain Titus. Thanks to these brave Space Marines, we have broken through to this reality. The Blessed Gateway. Clever fool. You seem surprisingly able to resist my touch, Titus of the Ultramarines. And that of the war, which impressed my servant to no end. Ah, you think the Inquisitor a traitor, but Drogon has been dead since before you
feeling the burn of betrayal. We escape the facility with our lives intact.
That gate, it's getting bigger. If it gets much larger, Nemiroth can bring his fleet through.
Then we must cut the link between Warp Gate and Tower.
You have a plan.
We use Invictus to sever the orbital spire.
At that range, will the Titan's cannon be effective?
It's time we use the power source to our advantage. To supercharge Invictus, we need to reach that Titan. Responsible.
Act 4 is where things get taken to a new level. We pick up our last upgrade, the Iron Halo, as it grants the bearer extra defense.
Duty requires that I put voice to my concerns.
Speak then.
You held the unshielded power source again, Captain. And again, you emerged from the exposure unscathed. The Codex Astartes warns that those in league with Chaos can withstand the warp's touch.
You forget yourself, Ultramarine.
Leandros, I do not take this warp resistance lightly. But the search for answers must wait until after we deal with this Chaos invasion.
What if that is too late?
Leandros, enough. We need to keep moving.
Face them. The legions of Chaos.
Trooper, get yourself together right now!
Yes, Mom.
The other platoons are going to fall back towards the Bastion. Hold this position, or they'll be cut off. Greetings, Ultramarines.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
As well as can be hoped, considering we are surrounded on all sides by the enemy horde.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain.
Lieutenant Mira needs our help turning on the auto defense turrets, and in return, we are guided further to our destiny. And at last,
Twist off your heads and paint these walls with your blood.
finished with you, Orc.
Retracing our steps through the Manufactorum for the best reason possible. Titus decides to use the Station Titan from Act 2 to blow the Chaos Spire to smithereens.
Target the orbital spire.
Target acquired.
Firing now.
Preserve us.
Now, to regroup with the team once more.
These traitors are determined, and this landing pad does not offer much cover.
Sidonis!
At last.
No!
Such a pretty bauble, hiding such immense power. This device is a gift from the Chaos Gods. It holds the key to my evolution, to my ascension, to immortal demonhood. My armies will spill humanity's blood across the stars. You continue to resist my touch. Only a deep connection to the warp can explain this. Will you be joining us soon, brother?
Battle ensues, but is quickly vanquished.
Mirror here. Valkyrie on approach. Captain Titus, we're ready to transport you.
The Sergeant.
That traitor lord murdered him. Nemiroth killed Sidonis for the power source. You said the Inquisitor's work was heretical, Leandros. You were right.
What do you mean?
Nemiroth plans to use the power source to trigger his transformation into a demon prince.
Abomination!
How can we stand against such a creature?
I will kill Nemiroth when he's most vulnerable. During the transformation. Safeguard Sidonis until the apothecary arrives. Then join the Imperial attack.
Going alone is suicide. Or worse. We know the enemy takes great interest in your connection to Chaos.
Do you fear my falling to Chaos?
Of course not. Whatever lies behind your resistance, it can only be to the enemy's favor.
Why? Perhaps this resistance can get you close enough for a killing blow.
I will destroy Nemroth with skill and steel, or die trying. If this resistance comes into play during battle, so be it.
So be it.
I must reach the orbital spire.
Farewell, Captain.
Part 5 is action-packed, but I'll just skip to the best part.
Squad Corvus reporting in, Captain Titus. We joined the Liberation Fleet at Bakar, along with a squad of Black Templars.
Unleash the fury you showed in the Aurelian Crusade, and we will be glad to have even a few blood red between.
You may rely on that, Captain.
Then join the forces driving into the demon host, and stop any enemies trying to follow me up the orbital spire. Honor and glory.
Thunderhawk ready for transport, Captain Titus.
I will need all your skill, pilot.
I will take you into the Eye of Terror if you ask it, Captain.
The orbital spire will do for today, brother.
As for the end, well, let's get to it, shall we?
Your herald and champion. I have burned 1,000 worlds in your dark names. You challenged me to recover this fragment of your power, and I have done so. The slaves of the false emperor who dared claim it as their own lie dead at my hand. I return your dark relic to you. I offer up this world and all those upon it. I ask for the reward that was promised.
You want to talk to your gods? I will send you to them.
Admitted, Titus. The power of chaos is within you, calling to this relic. Imagine the Ultramarines dominating this galaxy in glorious conquest, with you at their head. Imagine the power you could wield.
As a slave to chaos, nothing you say could tempt me from the path of honor, or from avenging the deaths of my battle brothers.
You are no threat to me now, Ultramarine! Me your favor. Corrupt my flesh. Make me demon and kind. Show this fool the true nature of power. The slave of the false emperor was trying to save this planet from one invasion. Instead, he ushered in another. Imperial forces will be scoured clean from this world. Soon, my entire invasion fleet will cross into this reality. task is hopeless, Titan. I have the will of the Dark Gods behind me. But you have no one. And you will die here, alone. Killing my servants matters little. I am unassailable. The gods of chaos protect me with the very energies of creation.
You forget, Nemeroth. I am no stranger to the touch of the warp.
If it takes 1,000 years, I will rise again and take my vengeance upon your planet. Or will I find your arms open in welcome? A true son of chaos.
Never!
Look there, Ultramarine. You have saved this world. I see the Ultramarines are human, after all.
More than you know, Lieutenant.
The damned Inquisition is here.
His injuries appear chaos inflicted. You are certain of this charge?
Captain Titus has been corrupted by chaos, Inquisitor Thrax.
I am no heretic!
You lie! Only an agent of chaos could withstand such warp exposure.
I sent the demon to oblivion.
But did you have unholy assistance? We must know. You will submit to my authority, Captain, or the Inquisition must conclude that you have corrupted every Ultramarine under your command, not to mention those who stand at your side.
Ignore his threats. Come on.
The Inquisition will destroy you, Mira, and the Ultramarines will be forever dishonored. Leave my brothers and the Lieutenant alone. I will come with you. I do not know why I can resist the touch of chaos, but I swear I will discover the truth.
We will discover many truths, Space Marine.
Codex Astartes leaves no room for doubt. You cannot touch the warp and emerge unscathed.
The Codex Astartes is a set of rules. They guide us, shape us as Ultramarines, teach us to hold duty and honor sacred above all. But how we live with those rules is the true test of a Space Marine. And you